Hey guys, Grand Rising, trying to get it together. Just go ahead and bear with me. Let me see if I can go ahead and get it together. So I hope you guys can hear me real good. Oh my God, this right here has become a little too stressful, guys. I think that this right here, I'm about to wrap it up when it comes to doing a review. When it comes to this show right here, Love and Marriage in Huntsville, it has become a little too stressful. It's not even worth it. Just like I said, I just started another channel, talking about certain topics and get more viewers and outcomes than what I have right now. This right here, it is not even worth it. I think I can go ahead and put my time elsewhere. Okay. So all the ones that's, came out and support me, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank you for standing by me. But this right here has become a little too stressful. Not only is stressful, it's also has become a little toxic. And anytime when you have to force yourself to come on and talk about this right here, it's not worth it, especially giving your energy too. So I don't know. I'm praying hard on this right here because anything that gets into my spirit, I don't like to talk about stuff like this. But let me go ahead and read the copyright disclaimer. Is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, education, and research. So again, guys, when you come in, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And like I say, when it comes to my content and the way that I deliver, I'm not changing. And that's real talk. Okay. I see my girls in the house. Starbucks, she says, welcome everyone to Unapologetic Real Talk. Thank you for coming in, Star. But this right here has become so stressful. It has become so toxic, and I'm gonna see how the outcome going to be when they do the reunion. If they don't tackle certain issues that's been going on, I'm done, because it's just show you that they all in it together. It's nothing but a money racket, because we already know when it comes to Melody. Melody, she did a lot, and it's like, it's no change. We've been going through this for almost 8 seasons, and it's like no change. So I want to see, just like I had put on by the topic, I want to see if Callis King at the reunion, will he held Tasha, not Tasha, Melody accountable for all this right here. And also I went ahead and I had subscribed again back to Tasha K, her network. I'm thinking that she was going to go ahead and drop some receipts of what she say that she was going to do. Which one thing that we know when it comes to Tasha K, Tasha K, she don't do a clickbait. She don't have to do a clickbait, and the reason why she don't have to do the clickbait because she has passed from what I call, you know, all them games. She don't play that no more. So if Tasha K didn't come through, it's because it was something that maybe legally she had to hold back on. But if Tasha K put something out, I promise you, you can go ahead and take it to the bank. So let me go ahead and make sure that I get everything together. Also, Starbucks lovers say, please hit the like button as you make your way in. Um, oh my God, like I say, this has become so stressful. And I don't know if it's because I had watched a live this morning. Someone had sent me some content of this content creator, when he had talked about certain topics, which, that right there was kind of disturbing, which he got it from secondhand information, was talking about when it came to Arion. They think that Martell was abusive to her, which I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I don't think that Martell will put his hands on anyone. And we have to be careful how we put, type of information out there. And that right there, that was kind of, oh my God, it's just all this right here has become so toxic. So let me go ahead and see if I can talk about this right quick, so I can go ahead and get myself together, because this right here has become a lot. I saw where Marcel and Tisha, congratulations to Marcel and Tisha, and that's how I said, when you move, you have to move in silence. Sometimes you can't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. And congratulations to them, where he even came out and he said that, thank you, Georgia. So I guess now they got a contract to go ahead and start building up in Georgia, where it says, thank you, Georgia. The SCOT is pleased to announce our former expansion into the Georgia market as unlimited commercial general contractors. And he went ahead and he showed his license. So, now he able to go ahead and build. And if I'm not mistaken, I think when it comes to Marcel and Tisha, I think that they have like 4 different locations. Now, this might be 5 different locations. The last time that I had checked, I think it was in 4 different locations. So, like I sit there and say, whatever the devil meant for bad, God can turn it around for our good, and we thinking that, oh, God's supposed to be blessing this person. But like I said, favor is not fair. And also I see where teachers say less bills. So yes, and that's exactly what we want to see, especially when it came to this reality show. That's what it was supposed to be about. It was supposed to be about Black excellence, people coming together and building, right there in their community. And this right here, this is a big deal because now what they are doing, they are breaking grounds and they are leaving legacies for their children's children. And this is what, excuse me, this is what it's all about. And also, someone else has said, haters, where are you at now? I'm so proud of you guys. So Marcel went ahead and he said, I honestly can't hear the haters over the fans. No, they're not going to talk about stuff like this because, they so fixated, of tearing down. And that's why I went ahead today and I had post this on my community tab. And guys, make sure you go ahead and watch my community tab because I do post positive stuff. But I went ahead and I post this right here, where it says it's easy to destroy a Black man because his people will help you do it. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. That's why I said when it comes to this particular show, this show has become so toxic, so toxic. And the reason why, because so many people, like I've been saying from the beginning, and I see a lot of people, they running with it, they taking the talking points where what's going on is that they attached to trauma bonding, and I truly believe that this is what you see right now. A lot of people, they are jumping on this trauma bonding train wagon. And the reason why you don't see any solution is because these people, they taking pain for gain. And that's exactly what you see when it comes to all this right here. And I mean, this was a lot. I stayed up all night, trying to see if Tasha K was going to go ahead and she was going to talk about it, which she had posted, on her IG that she was going to talk about it. But I think, it's something that, maybe it might be something legal because, Tasha K is not going to sit there and just throw any and everything out there and knowing, what she had been through before. So, she going to make sure that, she get the green light before she go ahead and drop all this. And I saw where Miss Marcella, so go ahead and check her out. I like what she said. She said there was no smoke nor fire. Tasha K was selling over there, so she was saying there was no smoke or fire. She said instead it was tea, it was pee. I liked it that, so I went ahead and I wrote that down because I wanted to make sure that I bring it to you guys what she said. But I think that when it comes to Tasha K never drops the ball. And we already know when she got something, trust me, you can go ahead and you can take it to the bank, even if she got to go in and out of court. But, I think this time, she's not going to sit there and she's not going to buy into it. But, it's just so hard. It's so hard how it's easy for us to go ahead and destroy the black man. Hey, Gail, I see Gail is in. She says, hi, everyone. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming in. But, it's so easy. It's so easy for us to go ahead and destroy the black man. And I be asking myself, I said, God, why is this, And I already know why. I already know the answer. Like I said there and say all the way from the beginning, the black man was always counted like sheep for the slaughter because, like I said there and say, they know who the black man is. But it's the sad thing that they know who the black man is, just like Cat Williams, he had came out, he said there and say, they know who we are. The thing about it is that we don't know how Cat Williams, he had came about and he said that we have lost our identity. We have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten who our first love is. But the white folks, they have not lost our identity. They know who we are. They know who we are. It's just that we don't know because we so fixated in the things of this world. They know exactly what to put us to sleep. They know exactly what to continue rocking us to sleep. And that's just to put the things of this world. That's why I sit there and say it's time for us to come on out of this. Like I said, this right here, this is it. And when it comes to this reality show, I truly believe that we all can take a piece out of it, but we also have to come through with a solution. We can't just sit there and beat this dead horse. We can't continue doing this. And as I say, when it comes to the Scots, they are doing good. But see, we don't like talking about stuff like that. Why we don't like to talk about black excellence? Why we don't see these content creators coming on and talking about how right here in our community we got billionaires, we even got trillionaires, we even got our young kids doing good, not just in entertainment and sports, but we got doctors, we got lawyers, we even had the former president of the United States. Why we don't talk about stuff like that? Why we always talk about something that's going to put our foot on our own people neck? Why you don't see many content creators coming on and talking about black excellence? How Martell and not Martell, how Marcel and Tisha is out right now breaking grounds, in another location. Why they don't talk about stuff like that? Because, like I said, only drama sells when it's time for us to tear down each other. And just like Marcel said, what did Marcel say? Oh, no, they're not going to talk about stuff like that. But like I said, when it comes to social media can be a beast. But shout out to Keisha and Marcel for breaking grounds. And the sad thing about it, when it comes to these overzealous fans, just look the name of the company. The name of the company is called what? Scout. SCHOLT. That's supposed to have been for the Scots and the Holts. That's supposed to be for Melody Martell and Tisha and Marcel, their family. But who are the ones that's leaving legacies down? And nobody's not hating. I'm just trying to tell you guys, you never win when you play dirty. You never win when you play dirty because somebody else, like I say all the time, can help build a house, furnish the house, but other people gonna be able to live in that house. And as you can see right now, when it comes to the Scots, what's the Scots are doing? They are out there breaking ground, and what we are doing, stirring the pot, stirring the pot. So let's go ahead and get into all this right here. Also, I want to go ahead and talk about this right quick. I saw where Callis King, he went ahead, and this was old. He had, did his little motivational, you know how you do his little motivational speech, but it went ahead and it stuck out to me. So let me go ahead and talk about that before I get into my commentary. And like I said there and say, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content, because I'm not going to dummy myself down, and I'm not going to make myself feel like, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, I do know what I'm talking about, because all you have to do is go and jump on all the other channels and see the talking points. So quite obvious, I must be knowing exactly what I'm talking about. And the thing about it is that I've been talking about it from day one. Okay. So let me go ahead and talk about this right here. And this is old, guys, where I had saw Carlos King had went ahead and he had posted his motivational speech. I don't know who he was talking about, but I want to go ahead and break it down. And also, guys, make sure, please, please, please make sure you go ahead and share these videos, because I want it to get to the right ones, which I definitely do know that it is, okay? Because the numbers, like I said there, and say I might not be getting what I really want, but the numbers are there. But I wanted to get to Arion. I really want my videos to get directly to Arion, which I know that Arion does follow me, but I want it to get to Arion because I would love to be Arion's life coach. I would love to be Arion life coach because, like I said, the Most High God is not going to bring me somewhere where I never been through it. So I would love to be Arion Curry's life coach because I see it. I see the entire bigger picture. I see exactly how it's all going to unfold because I've been there. Okay. I cannot tell you anything that I've never been through. But before I get into all that right here, let me go ahead and break this down. I think that this was Carlos King. I want to go ahead and talk about it. And I don't know who he was talking about, but it was a very powerful message. Okay. So again, guys, welcome.
When you have a colleague on your life.
Welcome, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. And in here, we are grown folks, okay? Yes, Gail says they only want to campaign for one person. And that is so sad. We all Black and should support each other. Absolutely, because like I said, Gail, we live in a world that love is on. And this is to show you, we are very lost. We are some lost silly sheep. But I always tell the Most High God, don't hold us for certain people. If they don't want to go on board, let them stay on the wayside. Also, Star says, I hate to say this, but very few people want positivity. They really don't want to watch or read about it. And don't you know, I had that same mindset, Starbucks, until I started doing my own research. And I sat there and say, not everybody sit all day on social media, and you see, that's what the devil wants you to see. The devil wants you to think that, just because you see a few silly sheeps out there, tearing down, so that means all, that's how they like to stereotype us. But as I've been doing my own research, and I started seeing not everybody sits on social media all day. These people are out there grinding. These people are out there making it happen. They're not all fixated, in what I call this YouTube street, social media street. We got doctors, we got lawyers, we got people that's doing a lot of stuff. And if you really want me to go deep in it, we invented just about everything. We invented just about everything. And all the stuff that we invented, if we would have owned the patent, because that's how they was able to take it from us, taking our stuff, and then they go and they patent it, and before you know it, then bought us out. We got to stop selling out our stuff, just like Oprah Winfrey sold out her network, BT, sold out their network, and if some of us don't want to sell, or we buck against the prick, like a P Diddy, when he wanted all his rights to that alcohol thing. They came and they tried to tear him down, but now, like I said there and say, we can come together. We need to come together in unity and shut the door, because I promise you, if we shut the door on them, their kingdom will fall, because we got very, very, very smart people if they just only leave us alone. Okay. And that's real talk. Also, Gail says, I agree. She needs some guidance. Yes. Yes. So make sure you get an email Arion, and tell Arion to go ahead and email me, because like I said there and say, I'm power pack, and I know exactly how to put her back on that road that's called straight, because I've been there and I know exactly what it takes. Like I said, when it comes to Arion Curry, she just don't know that, God, like I said, God can use her, and when it comes to this particular show, Love and Marriage in Huntsville, whether you guys wants to acknowledge or not, she is the main character. And that's why these people can zoom in on her and find all types of faults. But like I said, the ones that zoom in into her, some of them, they can't even show their face. I already had showed you the one that sitting there saying that Martell went ahead and abused Ariane, had to zoom in, but zoom into her, zoom into her. Like I said there and say, these people, you start shining the light on these people, they ain't nothing but a bunch of roaches. Shine the light onto them, and I promise you, they will scatter. Martell needs to put his foot down. Martell needs to put his foot down. And that's why I sit there and say, if Martell and Melody and all of them, they playing a game, they gonna be accountable for it. And they wondering why God is not blessing this mess. Because whatever you have done to the least of my children, you have done it to me. And when it comes to Ariane, just like I said, you can go and call Ariane harlots or call her out her name. She didn't ask for this. She could have stopped it, but she didn't ask for it. She was grafted into this. Like I said, when Martell came to her, his relationship was already toxic. Already toxic. And I just wish that, when it came to Martell, he would have done it the right way. But Ariane, I don't believe that, she went ahead and say, okay, I'm going to start this man. No, the way that they say that it happened, Martell went to a party. She was sitting with her friends and she was playing cards, and he spotted her. So don't go around and sit there and say, when it comes to Ariane, that Ariane is a harlot. Now, she could have stopped it, but like I said, she was young in college. And so what he had showed her a life that maybe she wanted, just like anybody else, just like Melody. Melody didn't have nothing. And I'm going to say a legend. Melody was in school herself. And that's why Martell has said at the reunion, you can't talk about Ariane because y'all both about what and what. Both went to the same school. And the way that it played out the same way. Martell met Melody in college, just like he met Ariane when she was still in college. I don't understand some of you people. That's why I sit there and say, I'm not putting my energy in this. Y'all do whatever y'all want to do. If you want to go ahead and unfollow me, whatever you want to do. Because like I say, when it comes to some of you people, you guys are fair weather people. That's why you can jump from channel to channel to channel. All you guys are thirsty for drama. And Tasha K knows you are thirsty for drama. Callis King knows you're thirsty for drama. That's why they give you guys what you want. You can't sit there and say, oh, Tasha K pull a wool over you guys. No, Tasha K gave you what you wanted. You guys like drama. If you guys can sit there and click on all these clickbaits and run with these lies, you don't sit there and say that this man is abusive. And you don't say that. That's not right. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and continue with this right here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and comb through this right here. And again, guys, the copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. So again, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Okay.
Happy Sunday, raindrops. The word of the day is watch out for blessing blockers. When you have a calling on your life, where there's a dream you want to achieve, you have to watch out who you are associated with, because these people could be blocking you from achieving the blessing God wants to place into your life. These people can be your husband, your wife, your parent, your siblings, your cousin, child, even your best friend. Okay? These people who are around you is preventing God from giving you the blessing on your life. Because God knows, I want to take you there. But as long as you continue to hang out with this person or these people, I can't take you there. Because when I do, okay, you're going to bring these people with you. And these people are going to make you fall from grace. We all know deep down inside who these people are. And you may be experiencing a moment in your life where you're asking God, like, why don't I have this? You put it in my heart, Lord, I want it. God wants to give it to you. But in order for him to give it to you, you are going to have to remove yourself from that situation. And I promise you, once you do, God is going to give you the blessing of a lifetime.
So I wanted to go ahead and share this with you because I found it was, I mean, it was on time of what I want to go ahead and talk about when it comes to blessing blockers. I call them joy killers. He call them blessing blockers, but I call them joy killers. And sometimes, like I said, people, they are assigned to your life. They are assigned to your life. I don't care who you are. You got people assigned to your life, some to make your life a living hell. And if you allow them to come in, they will sit there, they make you distracted, they will make you lose track. Just like when it comes to this show, like I said, this show, we all can take a piece out of this. We looking from the outside in, but we all can relate to some of the stuff that is going on when it comes to this reality show. We got people, like I said there and say, God gave them a display, for the entire world to see. And I truly believe, that when it comes to the Most High God, God does not make no mistakes. And I saw where Tasha K, when she was talking about, when she comes on, she tries to separate politics and religion, from her commentary. So it's easy for Tasha K to say that because we already know when it comes to Tasha K only set her platform to tear down, not to build up. So it's easy for you to say, I'm not going to put religion, which I'm not a religious person. I hate religion, because I believe that religion separates you. But when it comes to your spirituality, I don't even want to talk about, anything that deals with my spirituality, when I come on my platform. And the reason why Tasha K can say that, because she gets convicted, okay? Because the way that, she has set her platform. But one thing that I do know, when it comes to Tasha K, she has a power-packed mouth. Her mouth is like a sword. And if she use it the right way, to glorify, to build up, and not just to tear down, I truly believe that, God can use her for such a time like this. So, a lot of people wants to know, why do you use God in everything? Well, like I said there and say, one thing that I do know, that the Most High God does not make mistakes. And the only reason why you would say something like that, because you have gotten convicted. But I like when, Callis King was talking about these blessing blockers, and I see it, I see it as Tasha K was talking, how she was talking about when it came to Melody, how Melody, she got the builder's license. She got the the building license, and Martell, he does the building. So as Tasha K was talking about, Melody got the builder's license, which we know she does, and Martell, he was the one that was doing the building. And we were saying, well, Melody got the building license, why Melody does not build any houses, because she got the license where she can go and do that. So, like I said there and say, um, as I was saying that to myself, right there, the Holy Spirit had quickened me, saying that it costs. It costs to get a builder to build any houses, even though she got the license, but she still got to pay. But she had everything in the house. So right there, that's why Martell, according to how I see in the spirit, Martell and Melody, they were good for each other because they balanced each other. They had what each other need. So everybody was saying, well, why Martell and Melody didn't get a divorce? Because, like I said, they was good when it came to business. And I've been telling you guys from the longest. I said there and say it's a reason why Melody didn't go out and get a divorce so fast, and Martell, because they were good when it came to businesses. That's why, because Melody knows if she would have went out there and hired her a builder, somebody to help her build those houses, it would have cost. And that's real talk. But to get back to Callis King, when he was talking about blessing blockers, and the reason why you seen this train wreck of a show and seeing so many people traumatized, because the way that they went about it from day one, from the very first season, and I talk about it all the time, Melody had allowed unequal yoke people, strangers, people that's been traumatized to come on board with her. You cannot cast your pearls to swans. And by she opening a door to completely strangers to come in, they took over the narrative. And now she really don't know what to do. But she know if she go ahead and cut them off, then she feel like, oh, they going to come after her like they do everybody else. Look at Nell Fletcher. They was lifting up Nell Fletcher, but soon in a minute, when they had seen pictures of Nell and Arion together, now they back sitting there trying to tear down Arion because these people are demonic. But like I said, you are the company that you keep. But the thing about it is that one thing that I know when it comes to the Most High God, the Most High God does not make mistakes. He does not make mistakes. He wants to see where your heart is, because just like when it came to what Callis King was saying, is that these blessing blockers, and the reason why, God wants to go ahead and take you there. God wants to go ahead and bless you, but you allow these cankerworms, that's what I call them, the palmer worms, the locusts, and the caterpillars to come in and clean you up dry. God wants to bless you, but he also would test you, because we got some people, when the Most High God bless you, as you see right now, they lose their mind. They lose their daggone mind. So we got that gimme spirit. And once God give it to you, what you want to do? You want to allow it to go. You want to allow it. You wants to, excuse me, allow it to be evil spoken of. Okay. And that's real talk. Tina Love say, Lady D, your segment yesterday was profound. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tina. And guys, make sure you go ahead and check out yesterday live. I thought I was gonna get more views than what I did, but that's all right, because like I said, 5 can put 1,000 a flight, 10 can put 10,000 a flight. So it's not in the numbers, okay? And that's, God does not bless you like that, okay? So getting back to what I was talking about, this right here, we all can take a lesson learned when it comes to all this right here. I see Nazaria. And if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I apologize. Trust me, I'm going to go ahead and get it. She's in the house. She says, hello, guys. Also, my girl is in the house, Country Girl Queen. And she says, unapologetic, real talk, and truth tellers. I'm being listened, out running errors. Okay, girl, take care. also checking your boo is in the house. She say, "What's up, chat?" and unapologetic real talk. So yes, guys, thank you for coming in. And like I said, this right here, this is what I call a vampire. This reality show, it could suck the life out of you if you allow it to, and that's why I say, I want to see how everything is going to go ahead and play out when it comes to the reunion, because I truly believe that when it came to Martell, I was sure that Martell was going to bring Ariane, because they were saying that Ariane was going to go, and she got all her photographers there, where when she get off the plane, that they was going to be posting pictures. I was pretty sure, even if she would have stayed in the hotel while they were filming, and ordering whatever food that she want, but at least she was out there, with them, and I don't understand why Martell did not bring Ariane with him, and even, he could have brought Ariane into the dressing room. She didn't have to be on stage, but she should have been in the dressing room, and when I saw Ariane, I saw her on Instagram, with her child, which they was trying to, make that evil spoken of, had some stuff to talk about that. Which, like I said there, and say, I don't, these people are miserable, they lonely, and they ain't got nothing else to do. And most of all this stuff, they are bottom feeders, and they're gonna say anything that you want to hear. But when I saw Ariane was on IG, I saw where, and I didn't even post the picture, the video, where she said that the reason why she didn't go, because I think her daughter, she had I don't know if it was practice, cheerleader practice or whatever, but that's the reason why she stayed. But I don't believe that's the reason why she stayed. I truly believe, if he would have asked her to come, she would have went, and she would have got herself together, and she would have went. I feel that that's how I feel in the spirit, that he felt, okay, if I go and be seen with you, for homecoming, and also with that event, this big old huge event they had in Atlanta, that was enough. I don't know if he did that, so she won't sit there and get upset when we go and film that reunion, because most likely I think that Martell went ahead and he had promised her that she was going to be there. And I'm just saying, that's just the way that, the spirit leads me to go ahead and say it. And I just feel that I don't know if Martell and Ariane is married, I feel in my spirit that they are married, and it's time for him to do exactly what he said he was going to do, and that's tell my story, tell my reality, or go ahead and fire me. And I feel that this right here, this is the time. This is the time for him to sit there. If you're with Ariane, don't sit there and have these people sitting there and talking about her and saying, okay, don't worry about it. Yes, she's going to worry about it, because women, we are very emotional, and we got feelings, and he probably say, well, long as you getting the money and I'm bringing the money home to you, don't worry about the outsiders, which that is true. But still of all, the whole world is watching, and the key player is sitting at home. But you guys spend this whole entire storyline around her, but you guys got her shut up. And right there, that's why I want to minister to Ariane. And I don't even have to minister to her face to face. I can minister to her right now in my spirit, because I know the spirit roams all through the place. And I've been through this. I looked at Ariane, and I looked in her eyes, and I saw the windows inside of her soul, and I know she's a beautiful person on the outside, and I know she got a beautiful heart in the inside, but she was caught into a web. I saw a web, just like a spider. You know how a spider is in a web, and you know how they weave a web, and they catch their prey, whatever, and they spin them around in that web, and that's how I see when it comes to Ariane. I see that she's spinning in a web, and she just don't know how to break loose. Now, Martell can sit there, he can free her, or he can sit there and support her. If you don't want Ariane, let Arion go. Stop banking off of her name. Stop banking off of her name, because you guys can go out there and call her a harlot. You can call her this, you can call her that. But like I said, when it comes to Arion, Arion was grafted into this. You guys sat there, had a toxic relationship. Martell sat there, uh, was unhappy. And that's what the devil would do. The devil would have you to hurt somebody else, hurt people, hurt people. And she got caught up in that. And by she's being young, I understand, because we all was young. Like I said, I can't tell you nothing that I've been through if I start telling you my story. But I can tell you right now, don't sit there and regret, Ariane, the days that you have lost, because you cannot get it back. And like I said, it's just like a flower. A flower wither, a flower blows, a flower, everything gets old. And one day you're gonna start looking in the mirror and you're gonna start reflecting and you're gonna sit there and say, I have wasted so much of my life, and you cannot get it back. Just like the song, if I can get back all the things that I have lost, all the things that I've lost, you can't get it back. And I looked at Ariane. Ariane does not need any makeup. Her hair is beautiful. And I'm a cosmetologist. I've been a cosmetologist for 40 years, since I was 16 years old, licensed 16 years old. I know what beautiful hair is. This girl got some beautiful, healthy hair. I don't care what these naysayers, these ones that's wearing all that wig all on their head and can't even come from behind the computer. I don't care what you guys are saying. But when it comes to Ariane, Ariane has some very beautiful, healthy hair. And I am a licensed cosmetologist, okay? A licensed cosmetologist. I wish I could sit there and show you my license, but I am, and still keep my license, okay? So she has some very beautiful hair, and she's a very beautiful, beautiful natural woman. Does not need any makeup on. If you don't need no makeup on, no eyelashes, no nothing, and come out and still look beautiful, but just don't waste your life. Don't waste your life. If you have an education and you working towards that, they were saying, when I was listening to the I was listening to one of these content creators was talking about, Ariane, the reason why, she's not at, it's not the word verbatim, the reason why she's working at the nursing home. Yes, you can be an intern at the nursing home. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I own the home health, okay? And I know that interns, we will use interns. They don't even have to have the license, but long as they going towards their license. And most of them, they work at a nursing home or a hospitals, or even as a CNA, not a CNA, they'll work inside of your home health. So that's a lie. You can get your license, your intern. You can do intern at a nursing facility. You can do that. So that's a lie. That's a lie. You can do that. And I'm a witness that you can do that, okay? But still evolve. All that right there, that's irrelevant. But I hope that, she does get on with her life. And Martell does not block her, where all he wants her to be home, to be a good mother, which we already know she is. So you can't question that, because even according to Martell, her daughter is a straight A student. Look at her daughter, healthy, very healthy, very, very beautiful. Daughter don't look stressed at all. So quite obvious she's doing a good job when it comes to mothering her children. And not only that, she's mothering somebody else's children. And that's why we can hear content creators saying that, and I'm going to say allegedly, that the children be calling Ariane, come pick me up. So stop with the BS, guys. Stop with the BS. Please stop with the BS, because that's all it is, a bunch of BS. Stop with the BS. Stop with the lies. If you guys cannot prove anything, it does not make no sense for you guys sitting there even coming out to spew all that hate. It doesn't make no sense, because it shows you guys where your jealousy at. And the most the time when you sitting there pulling and dirt on people, all you're doing is the ones that you're trying to lift up. You causing a hole for them, a deeper hole for them. But it's something about this. And I've been asking the Most High God to show me, give me a revelation. And you guys know when God gives me a revelation, you can take it to the bank. You can't keep using this girl name. You can't keep using this girl to put money in your pockets. And you feel that, oh, if I throw her a little dime here and there and put her in a nice home, that's enough. No, it's not. Because what you are doing is you allowing her goods to be even spoken of from reaching her potential. Like I said there and say, if you don't want her, let her go. Because she should have been right there in California with Martell. Should have been right there. Martell should have never got on that plane by himself. Should have never got on that plane by himself. Arion should have been there. Maybe not on the stage because, like I said there and say, all this right here is already set up. But she could have been, in his dressing room if he's with her. Don't come out with the same storyline. Oh, Martell is single when we already know that he's not. Don't put this fake storyline on us when we already going through trauma bonding. Like I said, I'm gonna put myself into it as well. We all trauma bonded. It's just that we don't take it to a very detestable level, going out there stalking and harassing and bullying. But we all can take a piece out of it. I could take a piece out when it comes to the business part. How we only have 1% black entrepreneurs, only 1% in the United States, and we tear each other down. How we sabotage each other's business, and that's why I hope when it comes to Callis King, I hope Callis King, you put Melody, call Melody out. Melody and her overzealous fans call for a blackout. And I'm going to say allegedly on Melody part because I didn't hear it, but they did say they all was in cahoots together. Now, I do remember the tape when Melody had came out and said that they wanted her to tell the MELOMETERs to stop. But she sat there and say they grown people. And she just rather, dance. She just kept dancing. And I also remember when some of her castmates called her out. And what did she do? She cursed them. She went ahead and she cursed them. So she takes accountability of some of the stuff. And I just hope when it comes to Callis King call Melody out. Because if she don't call him out, if he don't call Melody out, that means that they all in cahoots together. This ain't nothing but a money racket. That's all it is. It's just a money racket. Chicken Your Boo says, I am rooting for Arion. She is inspirational to a lot of people and will be blessing to many people. Absolutely. She can be a blessing. Because like I said, they say she has a story. And I don't need nobody to come and write my story. Who can tell it better than the ones that's already been through it? And she has a story to tell. You guys can go around and call her a harlot. No, she's not a harlot. A harlot is when you sit there, you're going around and messing with everybody man and sitting there denying it. Or sitting there going married and sitting there accusing somebody else of doing the same stuff that you are doing. That's what I call a harlot. Arion is not a harlot. There's no other pictures that we saw that Arion was out there sitting there messing from man to man, from pillar to pole, talking about she booked and ready, and out there showing scenes how she humping on other strangers. You didn't ever see Arion out there filming, humping on other strangers. Are supposed to be allegedly your security guard. What security guard that you know that's going to be that close under you? I never saw a security guard that close under you, sitting on your couch. I never saw that. And when I had my business, I had security guards, and they don't come They don't sit there and come all in your face. They don't do that. They're not supposed to do that. A security guard is not to be in your face. They're supposed to be watching from a distance. But if someone come close to you, they going to be right there. But they don't get all into your personal life. They're not supposed to get that close to you because that's called a distraction. It's called a distraction. So Arion is not a harlot. Arion was a one that you call was caught in a web, something that was already toxic and was caught in the web. And God can release you right now out of it. God can release you out of it. And when it comes to Callis King, Melody, and now I'm sitting there saying, Martell. I'm saying Martell. If he don't get it right, this is your opportunity right now to get it right. Are you free this girl? Let this girl go and get on with her life. Help this girl to get on her feet, get her education, and get her a good job in nursing or whatever she's doing, and help her with her business. Because if truth be told, Arion came out first with the clothing line. Y'all sat there and tried to shoot that down. But Arion came out with the clothing line. And she also can come out with lipstick, with its lip gloss. She always used to come on her IG putting lip gloss. But like I said, it got people they snatch everything that you do. And that's why nothing they do work. Copycats. They saw Arion coming out with her clothing line. Then they wanted to come out. They saw Arion coming out. Everybody was saying, she need to come up with, natural products. Arion need natural products. You don't see Arion caking her face up when she come on live. You don't see that. She might be behind a filter, but it's not drastic. Maybe, just to put a little eyelashes on it, but because she don't need it. She natural beautiful. And that's real talk, Hey, Prosperity. I see Prosperity's in the house. Checking your boo say, how can security keep her safe if he's sitting and eating with her? Absolutely. Absolutely. If someone rushes her, there's nothing he can do. Sin. A security guard does not do that. I'm telling you. A security guard not supposed to even sit there and come that close to you in your face and get that comfortable with you. When they come on the scene, they come on the scene to protect you. To protect you. Not to sit there and get that comfortable with you. They're not supposed to do that. That's not your friend. And then that tells you a lot about Melody. That tells you a lot about Melody, because nowhere in the world I'm going to pay you to be my security and allegedly lay with you at the same time. I ain't paying no man to sit there and lay with me. That's why I sit there and say these people want to come across as they got it all together. These people don't have it all together. These people are what I call faking it until they make it. That's why they don't like me, because they don't like the truth. They don't like the truth. That's why when they can come on my channel and take all my talking points and their numbers goes up, but mine don't. That's why I sit there and say the right ones are watching. And everything that I've been saying from all the way from day one, I've been talking about this. I saw straight through all this. I saw that these people was trauma bonding. Now that's all you hear right now, because it's true. But when I said it, nobody wanted to hear. But God said, they say that's all right. They heard. It's just people likes to sit there and they like to lift themselves up. They like to lift themselves up. Let me go ahead and read some more. Country Girl say, everyone enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'll catch the replay. Okay, thank you, Country Girl. Also, Starbucks. I'm reading from the bottom up, guys. Starbucks says that if you want to support this channel, each app, Real Talk 95. Yes, guys, if you want to go ahead and support, if you feel like you get unapologetic real talk, go ahead and support this channel for more unapologetic content. Also, Edna, hey Edna, Edna say Arion is the type of woman that Martell wants, not a woman that put fame in front of her family. Absolutely, but still of all, he's out there. I understand that part, Edna. I absolutely understand that part because he even said that when he was on Tasha K platform. He said he wished he would have followed his first mind and not allow his family to come on these reality shows. But that's over with. They there. You don't open up that can of worms. And you can't do no more but move forward. The only thing that Martell can do is move forward. But you cannot move forward now when you guys had opened up this can of worms without the main character. You can't keep talking about this girl, having this girl coming on social media, people looking at her as if she unhinged, which she's not unhinged. She hurt. I felt her pain. I saw in the soles of her eyes. She's hurt. And then we got these overzealous fans wants to zoom in talking about she's being abusive, being abused. Dag, man, that's a lot. So glad that the right people sitting there saying it was a tattoo, but still of all, this girl, I mean, it's just so sad. That's why I said that and say this show has become so toxic. It has become so toxic. But in order for them to go ahead and find closure, Martell either have to sit there and just shut it down completely, walk away from it, or get Arion. He have to get Arion. There's no doubt about it. He have to get Arion on in order to close this chapter, because if not, it's going to just continue sitting there going on and on. You can't sit there and say, I'm going to be a part of this reality show, but I'm going to sit there and I'm going to keep Arion over there. You didn't put a name to it. She's out. So you might as well let her in. No way in the world that you can come around this. You can't work around this. And that's real talk. Checking Boo says, I don't believe Arion is a harlot. No, she's not. They don't even know the definition of a harlot. A harlot is a woman that said there is back then they called her a prostitute. But if you want me to go ahead and get deep down into when you want to use those type of terms, a harlot, because that's what you got most likely out of the Bible, you don't even know the definition of a harlot. And some of them wish that they was a harlot. How the hell you gonna sit there, a grown man gonna tell you what a real man needs, you know? A grown man that don't even want to make. Let me stop that. But a harlot. Do you know what a harlot is? A harlot is a prostitute. And don't you know, even in the Bible, when it came to harlots, God blessed a harlot. It was a harlot that hid God's men, chosen men. You remember when Moses had sent out the spies, Joshua and Caleb, the 12 spies, she sat there and she took them in her house from the enemy. And don't you know, by she sitting there covering the men of God? And, you know, like I said, you know, some of this stuff is, how you say that? Can't think of the term of it. You know, you can, however you want to lead it, you know, allegories. Yeah, allegories. But when the men was inside of the home, she hid them. And don't you know, God wiped all of her sins away? God had blessed her and forgave her. Like I said there and say, when it comes to what y'all call the Bible, y'all don't want to go with me with that. So be careful how you use words. Because you would be shocked if I sit there and tell you through the bloodline of who we call Jesus today, he came through a harlot. And her name was Tamar. Tamar. I think Tamar Braxton got her name. She had disguised herself as a harlot, a prostitute. and Jesus Christ came through that bloodline. So miss me with that right there. Because God will bless you wherever you are, whoever you are. God will bless you. And that's real talk. Checky Boo said, I question if callers will backpedal and allow things to go Martell's ex way. I question if he would treat all the cats equally and fairly. He should. He owe it to him. Callis King owe it to him. He owed it to him because, like I said, they all was banking on one person, including Callis King. They were all banking on one person. And I just hope, when they had that little layover, and regroup, I just hope, they sit there and say, no, we're not going to come on this platform and just watch you guys uplift one person. We're not going to let you do that. We're not going to let you do it. And they don't have to. They don't have to, because I don't think when it comes to Melody, I don't think that Melody can run this show, Love and Marriage in Huntsville, by herself, because first of all, she's not married anymore. So that's right there. That's one strike against her. And number two, she can't act. She don't even have a storyline, and that's my opinion. Okay? Edna says, Arion is the type of woman Martell wants, not a woman that will put game in front of her family. I think I read that one right there. I am rooting for Arion. She is inspirational, which I read that one right there too. Prosperity. Let me see. I'm trying to find what Prosperity had put. Nazarene. She says she is a very beautiful young woman. These CCs just say and call her the most nasty things. These senior black women on the CC should be ashamed of themselves. And the reason why they're doing that, and Nazarene, the reason why they're doing that, because these people are miserable. They have low self-esteem. They can't get behind their computer. And some of them are bottom feeders. Like I said there and say, the one that they got all that information from, trust me, she should be the last person to talk about anybody with her nasty gutter mouth. She's the same one that called Maurice a cancer hunter. Very foul. Little small teeny weeny thing with a big old huge wig on her head, and wants to talk about people. Make it make sense, okay? Make it make sense. Like I said there and say, these people are miserable and lonely. Checking your boots say, Ariane understand how important it is to meet her kids and Martell's needs. She put them before herself. Now that is love because of the sacrifice his ex-wife was concerned about herself. I understand that part, checking your boo. She's putting her family first, but still of all these people sitting there pitched this reality show, and Martell's already said, he told it to Callis King, you either tell my story or you go ahead and fire me. And if, it's about, putting the family first, and she decide, okay, I'm not going to be on this reality show, then don't talk about it. Don't even come on social media. When you come on social media, talk about your clothing line. But the thing about it, when it comes to these overzealous fans, these unhinged fans of Melodies, they're not going to let her do that. So if they're not going to let her do it, then they need to go ahead and let Arion play it out. Because we already know any businesses that this girl even create, what they're going to do, they're going to try to sabotage, because that's the way that they roll. So she say, okay, I'm not going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about this show. I'm going to focus on what I am doing. They're going to try to go after that. That's why I said there and say, now that they know that she's working in some type of hospital, I feel like she's not safe now, because we already know these unhinged people. They don't mind going to your jobs or calling and threatening, harassing. And once they find out where Arion work at, I'm pretty sure you don't know what these unhinged people. If anybody need a bodyguard, it should be Arion. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to call once they get the location where she's working at. They're going to call and they're going to threaten, they're going to harass her. I promise you. So they might as well let Arion go ahead and play it out. They might as well let her play it out. Temper says that you should do a uh, compilations of all the cast member. Marie, oh, no, I can't see that. Melody Cherie Rogers has verbally threatened. Okay. Mm. Um. Also, checking your booth says a reality including good, bad, and indifferences. Hold on, guys. I can't see this. It's including people who are connected to the cast. Arion is connected to Martell. Absolutely. I hope folks who are insecure and need validation get the healing needed from God. Absolutely. I don't think Martell X is approachable and pleasant. So how can she have high ratings without the other cast members? Hold on, let me get my phone so I can read some of these comments because y'all making some good points. Okay, hold on, let me see because I'm reading from the thing. Yes, that's real good. I like that one. I don't think Martell X is approachable and pleasant. So how can she have high ratings without the other cast members? Well, like I say, when it comes to Melody, Melody, she's messing it up for herself. And the only way that she can, at least see some type of results, most likely she's going to have to do exactly what Callis King has said, this little small motivation speech that he did. He gonna have to she gonna have to cut herself away from those blockers, because they are what they doing is they are blocking her blessings. Tina says, do you think there is a contract in place forbidding Arion to be near Melody in regards to the show? It most likely it is, and that's why if I was Martell, hold on one second, guys, my throat hurt. I think it is. That's why I think that when it comes to Martell, he need to make sure that he have his attorneys on deck, because first of all, if you're going to make this entire story around Arion, then I think that Arion should be able to come on that show, and if Melody does not wants to film with Arion on that show, then Melody should leave because Melody went ahead and she made Arion, a part of their storyline. She put an infidelity in that, and at the time we didn't even know who Arion was, and even if they never went ahead and said her name, we already know when they say coleslaw, we knew that they were talking about her. So Melody the one really the one that had you know, brought Arion out. So Arion, Melody brought out, then I think that Arion should be able to tell her side, and somebody, and they banking off it, but it's time for Melody, to go and focus on what she got going on. If she got her own network, I think that's where she should go. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close it up. I'm getting a little tired. Okay. So many were asking Ariane Kerr where she worked last night. Yeah, they was wrong for that, because the reason why they were doing that, because they want to go out there and they want to stalk and harass her. If anybody life should be in jeopardy, it should be Ariane, because these people, they are very vicious. I don't know. I don't trust them guys. I promise you, I don't trust them at all. In business, employees and contractors follow the rules and regulations. Otherwise, they leave or get fired. Have a wonderful afternoon. Yes, yes, yes. So, guys, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. You all be blessed, and make sure you share these videos for more unapologetic content. And my prayer, guys, my prayer is that I would love to contact Ariane, have her to contact me. And I promise you, you don't have to worry about me going out there and making videos and taking her words and trying to bank off it like one of those content creators. You remember when Ariane had confided in her? I was the first one sit there and said, when she went ahead and released those videos, those telephone calls of Ariane, and made a video, I said, this girl gonna get in a world of trouble, because you cannot record someone without their knowledge and bank off it. And now you don't even hear that girl anymore. But I would love to be Arion's spiritual coach. I would love to be her spiritual coach because I promise you, I see it in the spirit. And when I sit there and I tell you something, you guys can go ahead and bank off it. I see that these people had built a web for this girl and she's caught into it. And I know exactly how to release you out of that. And that's real talk. So, guys, you all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day.